Not scared. I'm not scared. Who's captured? It's the funniest thing. Hi, everyone. Austin Matthews. Well, time for a rebuild. This team is ruining my life. Leafs lose 3-2 in regulation to the Columbus Blue Jackets, but win the opportunity to take on the President's Trophy winning Washington Capitals in round 1. Playoffs, though. Well, they're in. There is a reason there's a smile on my face, okay? It's just not this game, but there is a reason there's a smile on my face. Let's quickly talk about this game that was bad, and then we'll get to the playoffs. I think that's what we do. I don't know. I'm used to ending the whole friggin' season here. Yeah, that's it for LFR and everything. Thanks for the watching, and that's wonderful. Maybe see you at the draft, and then never until like September. Nope. We got 4 games left to do. Unless the Leafs don't sweep the Capitals, then we might have more. I'm playoff trash talking. I'm participating in a thing that people do. I think this is how you do it. So the Leafs come into this game. You all know what it was. If the Leafs get any points at all, they take on Ottawa in round 1, even though I said Boston last video, I was tired. And if they don't get any points, they have to take on Washington. Well, they're taking on Washington, so we know how this ends. First period, the Leafs looked like the much better team than Columbus. They look like the team that actually has something to play for in this one. Columbus looks like, hey, we would like to not lose 7 straight heading into the postseason. Regardless, the Leafs go into the second period with a tie. Oh, it should be mentioned that Nikita Zaitsev got rocked at the end of the first by Nick Foligno, I believe it was, and he wobbled and then did not return to the game. But it's the playoffs. The playoffs are coming up, so it's probably precautionary, I think. Oh, God! Hey, can any of you tell me who led the Leafs in playoff scoring when the Leafs went to the playoffs in 2013? It was James Van Riemsdyk with 7 points in 7 games. Playoff JVR is scary good, and if the game against the Penguins or Blue Jackets was any indicator, he has arrived early. Snaps one past Joonas Korpisalo, and the Leafs have a 1-0 lead. Just 4.5 minutes later, JVR coming in again, this time on a 2-on-1 with Mitch Marner. JVR snipes on Korpisalo again, didn't have any chance. It's 2-0 Leafs. I felt bad for the Blue Jackets defender on that one because I know you're supposed to take the pass away, which is what he did. JVR is so on fire, and Marner has been so cold. You might have been better off forcing him to make a pass, and then Marner doesn't have that much room to do whatever he wants, which seems like a better option than allowing one of the best players that the United States of America has to offer a clear shot on your backup goalie. Until a little later in the period, there is a defensive breakdown. Blue Jackets come in on a 3-on-2, and you might look at this goal and go, oh my goodness, Hunwick got danced. Polak got danced, Hunwick got danced. This pairing looked terrible on this goal, and they kind of did. Where is the forward support? Where is it? Polak's doing this half-pregnant coverage thing, but if he just takes the man, then there's someone wide open in the slot. It's not a good situation. Calvert buries it, 2-1. Less than 3 minutes to go in the second. Here comes a 2-on-2. No! Gardner falls down. Hunwick's the only guy back. He takes the pass, which was unfortunate because the Blue Jackets sniped on McElhinney and scored. Actually, very similar to JVR's second goal. And guess what? It's a tie game. But that's okay, because a tie is good enough. Go into overtime of the shootout. That's all I ask you. We get to take on the Sens. Battle of Ontario. All the excitement, all the trash talk. Oh, those Sens fans have been mouthy. Let's go. Leafs get a power play. Even better. They can take back the lead or at least kill the clock, and that way they keep it tied. What are the Blue Jackets going to do? Score shorty? Yes. Less than a minute to go in the period. The Blue Jackets catch the Leafs sleeping, and it's a 3-on-2. Gardner gets his man. Komarov races back and grabs Matt Calvert in front of the net. The only problem is a trailing Josh Anderson is wide open in the slot, which is exactly the sort of outcome Polak was trying to defend against on the first Blue Jackets goal, to no avail. Snipes on McElhinney, and I want to blame McElhinney for these because you could use a friggin' save every now and then, but these are 3 just brutal opportunities given up by the Leafs defense, and now it's 3-2 Blue Jackets. Oh, and Roman Polak is hurt. So we're averaging losing a defenseman per period. Who are they going to lose at the end of the third? Smother Morgan Riley and Bubble Wrap. Third period, my God, I thought the Leafs were way better than the Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets weren't doing anything. They were passive. They were basically giving the Leafs the puck. The Leafs had several opportunities to tie it. Holy smokes, Matthews bursting in, trying the Carolina move, to no avail. They didn't have any gas left in the tank. The one benefit of the playoffs, no more stupid back-to-backs. Unfortunately, the Leafs dropped this one 3-2. And now that we're done talking about the game, thank goodness, it was a blown opportunity to capture third in the Atlantic and play the Sens in round one. Oh no, no Battle of Ontario, no all-Canadian series, no rivalry, no Ontario rivalry. A bunch of Leaf fans bought tickets to game one in Ottawa, which by the way was hilarious. I saw a bunch of Sens fans going, ha ha, karma, shouldn't have bought the tickets. Oh, I'm sorry they bought tickets to your team that no one buys tickets to. If anyone actually wants to watch the Sens in the playoffs, which I assume they do, those fans will just sell those tickets. But enough about the Sens. Enough about the Sens. Too much of the conversation after this game was the Sens. The Leafs and Sens, they have nothing to do with each other right now. It's the Leafs and Capitals. So what's all this, huh? What's all this? What's all this that I'm seeing? I'm seeing a bunch of Leafs fans scared. Saying Capitals in 3. Oh my goodness, they won the President's Trophy. Did you see the last game that was very recent between the Leafs and Capitals? That was definitely on the second half of a back-to-back, but we're totally ignoring that fact. The Leafs look terrible! If you sit back for a second, think about it. You might actually have some fun. Because I'll go back to the Sens for a second. I was thinking about it. I wanted that series badly. They've been mouthy online. They're a longtime rival. You know the Sens want to break that streak. What streak? You know what streak I'm talking about. They've never beaten the Leafs in a playoff series. I think Sens fans are mad because they wanted it. They wanted that matchup. They don't want Boston. And I went into the season not expecting the Leafs to make the playoffs. I said I think they have about a 20-25% chance to make the playoffs. And they freaking make it! I'm not about to get picky about who the hell they face. I don't even care if they win, just get in! But if they face the Sens, if it was a Leafs-Sens first round series, oh, I want the Leafs to win. Obviously, I want them to beat the Capitals too, but this is another beast. The trash talk here, everything is just another level. It was gonna be stressful on the ticker. And now here I sit making this video. The game ended about an hour ago, and I can't get the smile off my face. Why can't I get the smile off my face? They're playing the Capitals. They were the best team in the regular season, by far. They have Braden Holtby in net. They have Alex Ovechkin sniping on everybody. TJ Oshie, Nicholas Backstrom, the tremendously underrated Nicholas Backstrom. They got Kevin Shattenkirk at the deadline. They got everybody. Yeah, I know. Bring it. No, I'm serious, bring it. What do the Leafs have to lose, guys? This is awesome! The Leafs, who finished last place last season, a team that almost nobody expected to make the playoffs this season, a team with over half a dozen rookies, is taking on the Capitals, who won the President's Trophy, have a history of choking in the playoffs, and bought at the trade deadline like a team that's thinking, we have to win now. Go out there and have some frickin' fun. There is no pressure. What do you mean there's no pressure? There's always pressure in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Are you trying to say that you don't want the Leafs to win the Stanley Cup? Hey, you play the regular season to make it to the playoffs, and you play the playoffs to win the Stanley Cup. I get it. I still want them to do that. Obvious. How sick, how unbelievably Disney movie sick would it be for the Leafs to finish last place, and then they take down the giant dragon Washington Capitals en route to a Stanley Cup parade? Yeah, I want that. But who on God's green earth is expecting that? Who's expecting the Washington Capitals to win? Well, the Washington Capitals, for starters. Their fans, they're starving, rabid fans, and their management, who's looking at a team full of aging generational superstars, and they're in a little bit of a cap pickle. The Caps are in a cap pickle. It's adorable. And I kept talking about Sens fans and this rivalry. What the hell do the Leafs and Caps have? I'll tell you what the Leafs and Caps have. A healthy relationship. Aren't Leo Komarov and Ovechkin friends? Dude, Ovechkin injured Komarov and they're still friends. Now, I'm trying to think of who the hell is going to get assigned to Ovechkin, and they might not be friends after the series. But I've been saying for years, Russian Machine Never Breaks is my favorite team blog on the internet, and all of hockey internet, okay? I love Russian Machine Never Breaks. They cover the Washington Capitals. Ian and the whole crew, you're wonderful people. I love you dearly. I mean it. They're so cool. Mike Green, who's not on the Caps anymore, but Mike Green, I've probably told you this story before. He liked to use a certain type of stick, and they stopped making that type of stick. And then Russian Machine Never Breaks wrote about it. The readers started sending Mike Green sticks, and then he started getting points points and goals with sticks that fans gave him. Some, if I remember the story correctly, were autographed by him. How great of a story is that? The folks over at that blog have exposed me to Caps fans, and they have been some of the most lovely people to me. I genuinely love this fan base. So there's no pressure on the Leafs to win. There's all the pressure on the Caps to win, and I can't even get mad at them. Look, I want the Leafs to win. If they get swept, yeah, I'll be pretty disappointed. But they're playing with house money, guys. Do you realize the Leafs don't even have to win this series to get respect? If they force this to 6 or even 7 games, people are going to be like, holy smokes, the Leafs took a chunk out of the Caps. Oh, and factoid, the Leafs beat the Caps this season. Why are we acting like these guys are immortal? They are not immortal. Nobody's immortal. And Caps fans right now are like, oh, we know. And I'm not even saying that to be a jerk. I feel your pain. We can relate to each other. How could we not like each other? Well, I guess we'll find out. I just can't wait for this series to start and have some fun. Let's do this. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it, because this is not the last video of the season for a change. We have a playoff series, people! Let's go! The Russian machine never breaks. I guess we'll see.